Are you a woman over 40 who is trying to lose weight, but you feel stuck in a binge and restrict cycle, constantly feeling out of control, starting over, or thinking about food all the time, even when you're eating sugar and flour free? Did you know that the real problem keeping you from your goals might not be that you're eating too much, but that you're eating too little? So, in this episode, I'm breaking down the biggest weight loss mistake I see women making and why overly restricting your food could be sabotaging your metabolism, burning muscle instead of fat, and triggering the very binges that you're trying to avoid. I'll share the science backed strategies of how to lose weight and keep it off for good, and one powerful mindset shift that can help you to finally break free from this cycle. This is episode number 208 of the Healthy Real Food podcast. Eat more to lose more. This is the Healthy Real Food podcast. I'm your coach, Erin Hart, a registered nurse and health coach who understands the struggle of feeling out of control around food and has walked the path of transformation, experiencing the miracle of sustainable weight loss with the sugar and flour-free lifestyle. If you are a woman who feels powerless against your cravings and is ready to live your life with more energy, mental clarity, and purpose, there is hope. Here, we believe that with God, a mindset of unstoppability, and consistent execution of a winning strategy, anything is possible for you. So, if you're ready to find freedom from food addiction, take control of your health, and pursue your dreams with renewed energy, support, and accountability, let's go. Hey, my friend, welcome back. I hope that you're having a great summer. We definitely are soaking up some summer fun over here. The past week, my husband, our three little girls, and I went camping and kayaking and spent time with our extended family at a few fun get togethers. My husband is a teacher, so having him home for the summer is just the best. And it makes everything feel a little more relaxed, and it's just so nice to be more connected. You guys, I just have to say that I am just feeling really grateful right now. Grateful for my health, for my energy, and for the ability to do all the things that I love to do with the people I love. But this wasn't always the case for me. I remember what it felt like to miss out, to feel stuck in a body that didn't reflect who I am on the inside and the life that I wanted to live, and to not have the energy or confidence to be who I wanted to be or do what I wanted to do. But now I'm on the other side of that. Next week, my daughter and I are going to be climbing the tallest peak in Utah, and I feel really grateful for my body. I am not a supermodel, but my body is such a gift. I feel called to share this message of hope that has changed my life. And I want this kind of freedom and joy for you too. So if you are struggling with your weight, if you feel out of control with food and stuck in that cycle of binging and restricting, or just really frustrated with the process of weight loss, this episode is for you, my friend. So let's dive in. Today, we're talking about something that might surprise you. It's the real reason that your weight loss may have stalled. We have been told so many lies about weight loss, and one of the most prevalent is that weight loss is about calories in and calories out, and eating less will help you to lose weight faster. That's not really how it works. So let's start with the shift that your goal is not really losing weight. Your goal is losing fat, not muscle, and finding peace with food. Many women fall into the trap of thinking that they have to starve themselves to get weight loss results. But if you're struggling to lose weight, even when you are sugar and flour free, it may not be because you're eating too much. It might actually be because you're eating too little. And I have really good news for you. If you are stuck on that dieting roller coaster, you have to eat more to lose more. No more quick fixes or 9 or 1200 calorie diets. So let's break down the cost of eating too little. Experts like Dr. Stacy Sims have been sounding this alarm for years. about red S, which stands for relative energy deficiency in sport, and LEA, or low energy availability. These are conditions where the body doesn't get enough fuel to support basic metabolic functions, especially during physical activity. But they don't just apply to athletes. Women, especially those in perimenopause and menopause who are trying to lose weight by reducing calories, are particularly vulnerable. It's really not recommended to eat below your basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories that your body needs to live. It's important to know that your basal metabolic rate, or your BMR, is the minimum number of calories that your body needs just to function. So that is your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your brain thinking, even when you're lying still. When you consistently are eating below your basal metabolic rate, your body doesn't see that as weight loss. It sees that as a threat, and it adapts by slowing down your metabolism or your body's ability to convert food to energy. It burns more muscle and holds on to fat, the opposite of what we're trying to do. So that is not the path to sustainable weight loss. It is instead a fast track to frustration and fatigue and rebound weight gain. When we eat too little for too long, it sabotages our weight loss results because our body eventually adapts by burning muscle and storing fat. It is a survival mechanism. This is what's known as metabolic adaptation, where your body slows down non essential functions to conserve energy. Eating too little for too long causes your metabolism to slow down, your hormones to get disrupted, and we lose the very muscle that's helping us to burn calories in the first place. Muscle burns more calories than fat at rest. And for a strong metabolism in weight loss and in maintenance, we need to maintain our muscle. So if you've been stuck trying to lose weight by eating 900 or 1200 calories a day, I really invite you to question your strategy. For many women, especially those over 40, even 1,500 calories may actually be too low, especially if you're active and you're trying to build or maintain your muscle. Some women that come to me have been on a really aggressive caloric deficit for years, and they're so frustrated because they're not losing weight and they're binging. And it's because of metabolic adaptation. Our metabolism is like a fire. And when you take the fuel off of the fire burns slower. When we cut calories too aggressively for too long, our metabolism adapts by slowing down, making weight loss harder and fat gain easier when we overeat. So, to prevent metabolic adaptation during weight loss, I coach my clients to aim for a more conservative caloric reduction between 10 to 30%. And this isn't just about weight loss. Remember that our goal is fat loss. We want to preserve lean muscle tissue, protect our metabolism, and avoid triggering the binge restrict cycle. And for some women, if they come to me having been on an aggressive caloric deficit for a really long time, the strategy is actually adding food to their plan for a few months to get them to maintenance calories so that they can restore their metabolism, which will help them to reset, allowing their body to better respond to a caloric reduction in the future. Like the Navy SEALs say, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And the same is true with weight loss. If you are trying to rush your way through the weight loss phase by restricting your food more than 10 to 30%, you may actually be sabotaging your weight loss. By taking more of a conservative approach of 10 to 30% caloric reduction, you are going to lose weight faster in the long run because you're not going to fall into that trap of binging and restricting. And it's going to be easier to be more consistent, which makes it more sustainable. We have to ditch our timelines in weight loss and we have to adopt that lifestyle mindset. I know how tempting it is to think that we will get faster results by taking away more food. And I have had those same temptations myself when I've been in the weight loss phase, but I have to remind myself that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. We want to make decisions about our meal plan, not with the part of our brain that's in a rush. That's not your highest self. We want to make decisions about your meal plan with the highest part of you that thinks about the long term strategy, because this is a long game. Sustainable weight loss requires a new identity, and we build that new healthy identity from mastering our mindset and consistent execution of a winning strategy. I've seen over and over again in our community how taking those shortcuts actually prolongs the process and it robs your peace in the meantime. So remember, slow and steady wins the race. Ditch your timeline and just follow the plan. Be so patient. I can't overemphasize enough how important it is to have an abundance of patience in this process. One of my recent clients came to me wanting to lose weight, and we created a sugar and flour free meal plan for her with a moderate caloric deficit of 20%. And she was doing amazing. She was in that sweet spot, we call it, where you get past detox and your cravings dramatically reduce or go away, and you feel more in control. She was consistently losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, and she felt energized and on track. But then she did what so many women do. She got impatient. She ditched the plan that we created together and started following a more aggressive weight loss plan, which for her dropped her into a 50% caloric deficit. And that might sound like more progress faster, but what actually happened is she ended up back in binge mode, out of control, discouraged. This is why I recommend a more conservative, more strategic approach. There is no one size fits all meal plan. It's really important to take into account your age, height, body composition, and activity level when you're selecting your sugar and flour free meal plan to ensure that you're eating enough so you can lose weight in a healthy way and maintain your muscle mass. Because the goal isn't weight loss, it's decreasing your body fat, maintaining or building muscle for longevity, and finding peace with food and decreasing your food chatter. Binge eating is a big red flag. So, binge eating isn't just falling on off track. We're talking about overeating large amounts of food. And what it is your body screaming for nourishment. When we go from undereating to binge eating, we're in the worst possible zone for fat gain because your metabolism has slowed and now your body is more likely to store all of that surplus as fat, especially after a period of metabolic slowdown from chronic restriction. So we have to stop this binge restrict cycle. Muscle burns more calories than fat. And if we're not fueling properly, your body not only burns fat for fuel, but also burns muscle for fuel. You don't want to lose muscle if you're a woman over 40. If you are on a GLP-1 medication to assist you with your weight loss, this is especially important for you to hear because GLP-1 medications work by decreasing your hunger and food chatter and cravings. So if you're only relying on hunger cues to eat, it's really easy to eat too little. And that's why many people are losing muscle with the medications, but you can avoid that by sticking with your weighed and measured, balanced, customized meal plan. Without muscle, we lose the metabolic engine that supports sustainable weight loss for long term health. Muscle burns more calories at rest than fat. And this is why it's so important to customize your approach to weight loss with an appropriate caloric target and macronutrients when selecting your meal plan. You don't have to count calories or macros day to day with a food exchange meal plan, which is awesome. But you do need to take those factors into account when you're deciding on your quantities. Giving your body what it needs for weight loss is especially important and critical for women in perimenopause and menopause. Hormonal shifts make it easier to lose muscle and harder to build it back. So we have to protect it. That means making sure you're eating enough, especially protein, and strength training at least 2 times a week when you are ready. When your food is automatic, then it's time to start adding in the strength training. The good news is that with a healthy real food lifestyle, free from sugar and flour, when you eliminate those highly processed foods and you eat food the way that God makes it, you're naturally left with more high volume, low caloric density foods. Veggies, lean proteins, and real food are nutrient dense, but low in calories. So that means that you can eat a lot, you can eat more food and still be in a caloric deficit. You feel full and in control. You don't have to starve yourself to lose weight. You have to eat more to lose more. Ditch your timeline. If you are tempted to rush the weight loss process, ask yourself why. What's the rush? The goal is to lose just 1 to 2 pounds a week, but that varies week by week. And some weeks you may not lose anything. Other weeks you may lose more. But what are you making it mean if it takes longer? Think in 5 years, looking back, what does it matter if it took 6 months or 3 years to get to your goal body? You still have been in your goal body for years. The right plan is the one that you can stick to and be consistent with. So if you're struggling to be consistent with your meal plan and you're rushing the process, you may want to consider taking a more conservative approach, as well as doing the inner work and revisiting your vision and your deep why. All is not lost if you have a binge and you struggle. There is no straight line to success, and mistakes are just learning opportunities. Don't beat yourself up. Remember, the plan that gets you to your goal is not the plan you should follow forever. You're not meant to be on a weight loss plan for life. You need periods of maintenance to restore your metabolism every 2 to 4 months. And when you get to your goal and transition to maintenance, that is so essential to get right. So adding food back during your transition to maintenance is going to help restore your metabolism, support your energy needs, and prevent rebound weight gain due to low energy availability and binging. So let go of the idea that less is more and stop chasing those quick fixes. That mindset is keeping you stuck. Be patient. Have an abundance of patience. Make decisions about your food plan from your highest self. If you're feeling in a rush, that is not your highest self. Remember, this is a long game. And the women I coach often struggle with the belief that eating less is always better, but it's not. You have to eat more to lose more because the goal isn't thinness, it's wholeness, it's health, it's peace with food and your body, it's freedom. It's a sustainable lifestyle that you don't have to escape from. Ask yourself this week, am I eating enough to support fat loss and muscle retention? Am I caught in a pattern of binging and restricting? Do I need to stop rushing and start trusting? And if you're not sure, I can help you create a customized sugar and flour free food exchange meal plan that meets your body's needs. You don't have to guess and you don't have to do this alone. So let's build a plan that works for you, not against you. So, in review, in this episode, we talked about how eating too little sabotages your weight loss. Binge eating is a signal, not a failure. Your body needs fuel to burn fat and preserve muscle. And to ditch the rush in your timelines, consistency and sustainability is the key. Peace with food is more important than quick weight loss. You can do this, and I would love to help you. So if this episode has resonated with you, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend. And if you're not already in my coaching program, but you want help figuring out the right approach for your body, I invite you to sign up for a free consultation with me today by going to healthyrealfood.com. Your dream life is on the other side of a healthy, real food lifestyle. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love my coaching program. If you're struggling with your sugar and flour-free lifestyle and want to lose weight for the last time, I can help you. Just imagine living in your goal body and having peace with food. Your success is guaranteed. To learn more about how to get support, guidance, and accountability so you can find peace with food, achieve your goal body this year, and have more energy, visit www.healthyrealfood.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up for the upcoming free challenge to learn the success framework. And click the link to my schedule for a free one-to-one coaching call so we can get you started on your success path. You have the power to create the life that you want. This is the year of you. I'm cheering you on. Now go win the day. You got this.